Our journey begins where all great flavors originate with pure, high-quality ingredients, carefully sourced to create the foundation of a universally beloved classic sandwich cookie. Massive stainless steel silos hold organic sugar-rich cocoa powder and finely milled flour, the essential raw components for the distinctive deep dark chocolate wafer texture we know and crave. These fresh aromatic elements are precisely measured and gently conveyed into colossal mixing vats, initiating the process that will transform simple dusts into the signature Oreo dough. The air in this sterile, bright factory is thick with the sweet, deep aroma of cocoa, promising the indulgence that millions anticipate with every single simple twist and lick. Specialized machinery ensures every batch achieves perfect consistency, meticulously blending fats and dry goods until the mixture reaches a dark, pliable, and utterly uniform texture before baking. The dough is then pressed and flattened into thin, wide sheets, moving along sterilized conveyors, preparing it for the iconic moment of cutting and shaping its familiar circular form. High-speed rotary cutters press the sheets, stamping out the precise circular cookies while simultaneously imprinting that deeply recognizable, intricate, and beloved geometric design onto every wafer. Waste is minimized as the excess dough or scraps is immediately recycled and gently folded back into the active production line, maintaining an impressive standard of material efficiency. The newly cut wafers, still soft and unbaked, glide quickly into the massive tunnel ovens where a precisely controlled temperature and time will develop their crispness and color. As they bake, the heat releases the full, rich, toasted aroma of the cocoa and sugar, creating the deep, dark, chocolatey hue and the perfectly crisp texture essential to the Oreo experience. Emerging from the heat, the finished wafers boast their signature color and satisfying snap, cooled rapidly by powerful air systems to prepare them for their perfect sweet cream filling pairing. In a separate, highly controlled environment, the brilliant white smooth cream filling is being prepared, blending powdered sugar, vanilla, and high-quality vegetable oil for the iconic center. This mixture is rigorously beaten and aerated until it achieves a light, fluffy, almost impossibly smooth texture, ready to deliver that rich, sugary contrast to the dark chocolate wafer palette. Automated dispensing nozzles pipe the exact measured amount of sweet vanilla cream onto the flat surface of one wafer, ensuring a flawless, consistent mound for the perfect final assembly. This is a highly rhythmic dance of machinery as one perfectly baked wafer receives its precise dollop of sugary, unctuous filling, awaiting the arrival of its dark, crispy partner wafer. The second wafer is precisely positioned and gently pressed down onto the filling, creating the familiar, perfect, and universally satisfying sandwich form under intense scrutiny. Every single completed sandwich cookie is instantaneously scanned by sophisticated optical equipment, meticulously checking for any deviation in size, shape, or cream filling quantity. This automated quality control step ensures that only absolutely flawless, perfectly formed cookies continue down the line, maintaining the uniform standard expected from this renowned snack. Employees in sterile white uniforms conduct random manual inspections, tasting samples to verify that the rich cocoa palette and the sweet vanilla aroma meet the company's exacting standards. The palette must be a perfect synergy. The dark, almost bitter chocolate wafer balancing the intensely sweet, smooth, and aromatic vanilla cream filling for the classic contrast we love. The textural analysis is critical. The wafer must be perfectly crisp, offering a clean break, contrasting flawlessly with the creamy, yielding, and melt-in-your-mouth experience of the filling. These quality assurance specialists dressed in pristine sanitary suits are the final human sensory gatekeepers, confirming the delicious reality before the cookies leave the controlled production environment. Hundreds of finished cookies speed along the final conveyor belt, perfectly spaced, heading toward the complex automated staging area where their final protective wrapping will occur. The machines gently align the cookies into neat, precise rows, preparing the iconic stack that will be sealed into the familiar packaging tubes and the various family-sized trays. Robotic arms equipped with gentle suction cups lift and place the cookies into the plastic trays with extreme accuracy, ensuring zero breakage and maintaining their structural integrity for transit. The packaging film, designed to maintain peak freshness and preserve the cookie's distinct crispness, is sealed immediately using high-frequency heat locking in the dark chocolate aroma. This hermetic seal is essential for preventing moisture infiltration and stopping the potential staleness, guaranteeing that the consumer experiences that fresh-baked quality upon opening the package. Each completed package receives a distinct production code and a clear best buy date, vital information tracked meticulously for accountability and ensuring the highest level of food safety standards. The rhythmic sound of the packaging machinery is the final cadence of creation, a mechanical song announcing that another massive volume of these delicious, perfectly formed cookies is ready for shipment. Large automated carton machines quickly assemble and erect the custom cardboard boxes, which are specifically designed to cradle and protect the individual rolls and trays during the long transit. Packages are swiftly and efficiently loaded into these master cartons, stacking them in a mathematically optimized pattern to maximize both stability and the overall shipping container volume. The final cartons are sealed with industrial-strength tape, instantly labeled with destination information, ready to join the constant surging flow of finished goods leaving the bright factory floor. Forklifts guided by complex logistics software move the sealed cartons to the climate-controlled staging area where they await immediate loading onto the waiting fleet of distribution trucks. The entire operation is a demonstration of pure efficiency, a blend of traditional baking craft and advanced automation working in perfect synchronicity to satisfy worldwide demand for this cookie. From the raw material silos to the final loading dock, the entire process is monitored 24 hours a day, maintaining peak quality control and unparalleled meticulous cleanliness protocols. This strict, sterile environment is necessary to ensure the purity of the ingredients and the finished product, maintaining a consistent flavor profile and guaranteeing complete consumer safety worldwide. The intense chocolate aroma that permeated the initial mixing stage now subtly lingers on the shipping dock, a phantom promise of the sweet, irresistible snack contained within the protective cartons. Each carton represents thousands of perfectly assembled sandwiches ready to be distributed across continents, fulfilling their sweet destiny as a moment of simple, delicious indulgence for the consumer. The movement of these cookies is a finely tuned logistics operation, ensuring that whether you are in a large city or a small town, a fresh, crisp, sweet cookie is never far from your palate. The process concludes not with an ending, but with a continuous cycle of fresh production, ready to immediately begin another colossal batch meeting, the constant delightful demand for the world's favorite. Every phase of this remarkable production is designed for absolute consistency, ensuring that the snap of the wafer and the sweetness of the filling remains identical across all batches globally. The strict use of specialized equipment guarantees the cream-to-wafer ratio is always perfect, delivering the ideal balance of rich cocoa texture and light sugary filling in every single bite. We return briefly to the start, observing the giant industrial mixers, again watching as the pristine white sugar and dark cocoa powder become seamlessly incorporated into the developing chocolate dough. This fermentation-like process, although entirely mechanical, is crucial for developing the deep, rich flavor profile of the wafer, which is the necessary counterpoint to the sugary vanilla center. The engineering is dedicated to maintaining an ideal environment. Temperature and humidity are tightly controlled throughout the entire plant, optimizing ingredient performance and preserving the final cookie's crispness. Observe the sheer scale of the operation. Miles of conveyor belts transport millions of cookies per hour, a relentless smooth flow from liquid batter to the final ready-to-ship product in minutes. The intense scrutiny of the printing process is fascinating, where the historical, intricate pattern is perfectly embossed onto every wafer's surface, a tiny work of art signifying authenticity and quality. As the cookies leave the intense heat of the ovens, their structure is firm and their color is deeply developed, indicating the successful completion of the crucial baking phase, which locks in the flavor. The rapid cooling process is not optional. It stops the baking action immediately and prepares the wafer's surface to bond perfectly with the smooth, cool, and highly viscous vanilla cream filling. The unique organic cocoa flavor is a result of carefully selected bean varieties and precise processing, contributing the signature slightly dark and not too sweet foundation to the final product. We watch again as the brilliant white filling is churned, becoming lighter and more aromatic, demonstrating the transformation of simple dry ingredients into a complex, sweet, and satisfyingly smooth spread. The automated assembly phase is poetry in motion, a precise mechanical dance where the wafers and cream unite, instantly creating the iconic stable sandwich form ready for its final quality inspection. The optical scanners now focus on the perimeter, ensuring that the filling is centered and fully contained, leaving no excess cream visible while guaranteeing the correct thickness of the finished cookie. The human touch remains vital. Technicians in their sanitary uniforms perform calibrations and monitor readings, ensuring that the sophisticated machinery performs its intricate tasks without error or delay. This blend of advanced technology and human oversight guarantees the consistent delivery of the familiar taste and texture, eliminating any potential variation from one production line to the next. The final stage of packaging is where the cookie's aroma is truly sealed in. The protective film acts as a temporal barrier, preserving the fresh scent of vanilla and baked cocoa for the consumer's first taste. Every single component, from the cardboard box to the internal plastic tray, is designed for optimal preservation, ensuring a crisp cookie and fresh cream filling regardless of the distribution journey. The logistical planning required to move this vast quantity of delicate product is immense. Yet the system operates with quiet, relentless efficiency, sending the sweet cargo across the globe day and night. The simplicity of the final product belies the complexity of its creation. A massive, synchronized effort dedicated to producing a perfectly engineered and uniformly delicious moment of sweet pleasure. This entire beautiful operation is a testament to consistency and scale, ensuring that the iconic Oreo taste and texture remains a constant, delicious reality on store shelves everywhere right now. The relentless demand necessitates this continuous high-volume production. The facility operates around the clock, guaranteeing a fresh supply of the iconic sandwich cookie reaches every market worldwide. Notice the meticulous care taken with the raw sugar, which is finely granulated and perfectly dry. a key element ensuring the smooth, non-gritty texture of the creamy, sweet vanilla-flavored filling. The high-speed dough mixers incorporate the vegetable oils, last binding the cocoa and flour into that deep, dark plastic state, essential for its flawless performance in the precise rotary cutter machinery. The aroma near the cutters is intensely dark and earthy, a preview of the baked flavor, while the high-tech machinery guarantees that every circle is cut cleanly and perfectly centered with its detailed embossing. Moving into the colossal tunnel ovens, the heat initiates the Maillard reaction in the dough's starches and sugars, developing that characteristic deep cocoa flavor and the satisfying structural crispness. Personnel constantly monitor the oven temperatures with sophisticated thermal cameras, ensuring that no wafer is overbaked, which could introduce a bitter note or compromise the essential delicate texture. The cream preparation involves a careful whipping process which introduces air, yielding a light, bright white, highly spreadable filling that melts on the palate, perfectly contrasting the dark wafer. This smooth cream is then piped through calibrated nozzles, ensuring that the volume remains identical for every cookie, maintaining the perfect balance required for the optimal twisting experience. The sensory feedback from the on-site quality control team is paramount. They perform regular taste tests, focusing on the sweetness level, the vanilla aroma, and the filling's delightful creamy texture. These experts confirm that the chemical composition and the final mouthfeel of both the wafer and the cream are exactly as they should be, consistent with the decades-old established recipe. We observe the precise moment of assembly again, where the two baked wafers and the single shot of cream filling become a singular, structurally robust and delicious three-part sandwich creation. Immediately following assembly, the perfectly formed cookies pass through chilling tunnels, a necessary step that firms up the cream filling, instantly locking the sandwich cookie's final shape for packaging. The high-tech vision systems now verify the alignment of the patterned wafers. The classic design must line up flawlessly, upholding the visual standard that consumers expect from the renowned cookie. The packaging process ensures that air is expelled before sealing, which is critical for preserving the crispness of the wafer and preventing oxidation, thereby extending the delicious shelf life. Every individual package is rigorously tested for leaks or weak points in the seal, utilizing pressure and sensor technology to ensure that the delicate vanilla aroma and cookie freshness is completely protected. The large-scale operation showcases the mastery of modern food production, delivering a product that feels freshly baked despite being manufactured on a continuous, monumental industrial scale. We see the final shrink-wrapped stacks moving quickly, a torrent of dark chocolate and vanilla goodness, prepared for immediate palletizing and the rapid climate-controlled transport out of the facility. The logistics team ensures minimal warehouse time. The emphasis is on immediate distribution, guaranteeing that the fresh aromatic product moves from the final line directly into the consumer's hands. This clean, bright factory is a symbol of precision, where thousands of ingredients are flawlessly transformed into the world's best-selling cookie, ready to deliver that satisfying crunch and creamy center. From the initial mixing to the final box seal, the commitment to purity and perfection is evident, guaranteeing that the simple twist, lick, and dunk experience remains consistently delicious for everyone. The selection of the cocoa powder is paramount. It provides the deep, nearly black color and the subtle organic bitterness that perfectly cuts through the intense sweetness of the vanilla sugar cream filling. Inside the sterile environment, technicians wearing their complete sanitary suits meticulously maintain the machines, ensuring that the smooth, rhythmic flow of production is never disrupted for even a moment. The dough is mixed to a very low moisture content, a deliberate engineering choice that directly contributes to the cookie's signature fragility and the exceptionally satisfying, crisp, structural integrity after baking. Watch how the rotary cutter not only stamps the shape, but also simultaneously creates the perfect small pimple texture surrounding the word mark, which aids in the aesthetic and the overall mouthfeel. The extreme heat of the tunnel oven is the final chemical transformation, essentially caramelizing the sugars on the wafer surface and locking in the deep toasted aroma that announces its readiness. The cool-down phase is meticulously managed using filtered sterile air, which must lower the wafer's temperature quickly without causing any thermal stress or creating unwanted moisture condensation on the surface. The cream mixing is timed to introduce a specific amount of air, maximizing the creamy texture and increasing the filling's volume, making it appear fluffy and visually appealing when the package is opened. Notice the precision of the cream dispensing nozzles, which operate like highly accurate volumetric pumps, guaranteeing that the mass of the cream is within a minuscule tolerance for every single cookie produced. The final compression during assembly is gentle yet firm, ensuring a perfect seal between the two wafers and the creamy center necessary for structural integrity during packaging and shipping transit. Quality control involves advanced spectroscopic analysis, checking the oil and sugar content of the filling in real time to guarantee the exact creamy consistency and expected sweetness level for the global palate. The continuous flow of perfectly assembled cookies is a visualization of modern food logistics, transforming raw, simple ingredients into a complex, satisfying product with relentless, smooth automation. Every package is a barrier designed to withstand environmental changes and maintain the cookie's internal microclimate, guaranteeing that the chocolate wafer remains crisp and the cream remains fresh. Automated systems manage the inventory of finished goods, immediately tracking every packaged roll and carton, readying them for the fastest route possible to the distribution centers around the world. The aroma of the finished product sealed and boxed is a blend of dark chocolate and bright vanilla, a consistent and comforting scent that represents a promise of familiar, delicious indulgence. The factory floor, despite its size and complexity, operates with a silent, almost surgical precision, reflecting the high standards of cleanliness and the uncompromising commitment to food safety protocols. From the moment the flour enters the facility until the final box is sealed, every step is a carefully choreographed sequence designed to yield only the highest quality, most consistent sandwich cookie. The global appeal of this simple combination of dark cocoa and sweet cream is a testament to the consistency achieved through this vast, highly technical, and meticulously controlled production environment. The rhythmic mechanical operations are focused on the efficient use of materials and energy, demonstrating a commitment to large-scale yet highly responsible food manufacturing practices in the modern age. This final stretch of the conveyor belt is the culmination of raw material science and precise engineering, resulting in a familiar product that millions consider a small, comforting moment of everyday delight. The cycle of creation is continuous and self-sustaining, a powerful testament to the enduring flavor and texture of the world's favorite cookie, ready now for immediate consumption and continued enjoyment. Focusing back on the ingredients, the use of high-quality vegetable shortening is crucial, providing the necessary stability and luxurious mouthfeel to the iconic smooth and aromatic vanilla filling center. The milling of the flour is specific, yielding a perfect texture that, when combined with the other dry components, results in the cookie's non-spreading behavior during the high-temperature baking process in the ovens. We follow the dough as it passes through a series of rollers, gradually reducing its thickness to the precise micron level required for the rapid baking and the achievement of that distinct, perfect crispness. The impressive rotary stampers are made from specialized alloys designed for millions of cycles, ensuring that the intricate trademark design remains sharp, clean, and perfectly impressed on every passing wafer. As the wafers leave the final baking zone, the residual heat perfectly sets the internal structure, guaranteeing a satisfying, loud snap when the consumer finally breaks the cookie for the classic enjoyment. The production of the sweet cream is a marvel of fluid mechanics. The blend is maintained at a perfect low viscosity state right up to the nozzle, ensuring flawless, quick, and mess-free dispensing onto the wafer. The assembly line utilizes micro-adjustments in real time, instantly correcting for any slight variances in the wafer thickness or diameter, guaranteeing a flawless, consistent fit for the final sandwich construction. The packaging machinery uses inert gas flushing before sealing the film. This small critical step removes oxygen, vastly improving the shelf stability and locking in the delicious aroma until the moment of opening. Every batch produced is stored with an absolute traceability record, logging the specific origin of all raw materials, providing unparalleled accountability and upholding the most rigorous safety standards imaginable. The workers here are experts in food science, constantly analyzing samples in the on-site lab, verifying the organic chemistry of the baking process and the final textural characteristics of the finished goods. This vast, brightly lit facility is not merely a factory. It is a meticulously calibrated food engineering system designed to produce the single most consistent and delicious combination of chocolate and cream. The automation ensures that thousands of cookies are checked, assembled, and packaged every minute, transforming a complex recipe into a high-speed reality with zero compromise on the established waste. The final powerful image is of the master cartons being seamlessly stacked and wrapped on the pallet, a tower of perfect contained deliciousness ready for immediate embarkation and global consumer access. From this clean, controlled setting, the beloved cookie will journey to every corner of the world, carrying with it the promise of that perfectly balanced, highly addictive dark chocolate and sweet cream palette. The commitment to using the highest grade ingredients monitored throughout the process is the ultimate guarantee of the consistent quality and the distinctive comforting flavor that has defined generations. The gentle hum of the machinery is the sound of success, the mechanical rhythm ensuring that the universal craving for this particular crisp, creamy, and delightful snack is continuously satisfied around the clock. The entire operation is a continuous testament to the power of a simple, perfect recipe amplified by the most advanced technology to maintain a delicious and consistent reality for consumers everywhere right now. Every single component, every step, and every quality check in this entire process is dedicated to preserving the magic of the original concept, a dark, crisp wafer and a sweet, creamy, smooth filling. The final boxes loaded onto the trucks represent the daily completion of this monumental culinary and logistical feat, sending millions of moments of pure delicious joy out into the busy world. The factory gates open and the fully loaded trucks begin their journey, carrying the sweet, iconic cargo to your local store, ready to be enjoyed with a twist, a lick, and a delightful immediate dunk.